Well,
the
how's it going?
cutest little bottle of bourbon you've ever seen in your life.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
kid
cute.
size.
It is
I
kid
think I have to be closer to
size.
the window.
It's crazy.
Hang
So,
on.
where are you?
Okay.
Where the
That's the kids love it.
you're camping?
I'm literally
Yeah.
I'm camping, and I need to be close to that window
You're in a timeout, is what you are.
to get a signal through. Yeah,
That's
I'm doing
hilarious.
the Burt
That's
Reynolds and
absolutely
lying in
hilarious.
bed. This is not.
We've been doing this for
This is
like
not
almost a
conducive to
year, and
anybody watching
we're
this.
still not so good at it.
Hang on.
No.
Hey,
Yeah, you should lounge there and have the shirt on.
I'm literally straddling my laptop right now.
Yeah.
But let's. Okay, so
how are you doing?
welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm losing you a little bit. There you are. You're still there. No, you're kind of there.
I'm in the middle of. I'm camping.
Where are you camping?
We're at Aspen Grove. So we're about half an hour west of Brandon.
Okay.
So I have a seasonal. My camera's not awesome. I'm hoping my sound is okay.
It's not bad. Yeah. Mine's a little funky too, but
I'm gonna chalk these are literally my gym headphones that I managed to get to work.
I can smell them from here.
Yeah. Well, I gotta thank Chris, our neighbor here. He's got Starlink, and he let me hook up to do this because the internet here is okay at best at the campground. There's no way I could live stream with it.
Well, there's something to be said about SpaceX, right?
I'm telling you. Hang on, I'm gonna grab
You should sell right now, man. You should sell it right now.
Why?
Because it spiked. It's high. It was like 20% up. Sell it and buy it tomorrow or buy it on Monday when it drops back down.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, I'm already there. So let's see what happened with it today.
It's a little chaotic.
Of course it is. But
actually, it was less chaotic than I thought it was going to be. But it's up 25, or it's up 19%.
I love jumping on bandwagons.
Hey, I had GameStop back in the day.
Should have kept it. Oh, okay. So I only lost. Where is it? My SpaceX, which yes, I bought SpaceX. I only lost 3.7%.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't sell it now either. Then, yeah.
No, but you know what? It's there. It's sort of like if you could have had one Bitcoin.
Yep.
You would be happy you bought the Bitcoin.
Oh, well, I almost had one Bitcoin.
Really?
But yeah, I was building up to my first to a full Bitcoin back in COVID days. I didn't have a ton. I only had like, I think I had 0.8 of a Bitcoin and like 5 Ethereum or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a bit of risk. And I didn't spend a pile of money. I bought like a share in a bit. So I spent a couple $100, but I just wanted to see.
You have to diversify. Right?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe I could say the day that this came out, I bought a share in a bit, and now it's worth $1,000. Great.
That's whatever, like it's good. Like when I bought my GameStop, I doubled my income, more than doubled my income, and got out. And then, really? Yeah, so I made good. I kept one stock, one GameStop, and now like it's totally crashed. It's like worthless now, right? So, well, not worthless. It's just not. It just doesn't have the same value that it did when I sold the first one.
Well, here's the thing. People are averse to risk. I get it. They are. Oh, who do we got here? We got AC and Tasha and Doug.
Turn the comments on there, eh?
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me do the stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm literally camping right now, and it's me trying to figure my life out. Hang on.
Yep. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll figure it out there. So,
why is it over your face?
It's been a few weeks. Like that. It's been a few weeks.
It has. It's been a few weeks. We missed you guys. We've been busy with our lives, which that's not a better view.
There we go.
So
sorry, just putting a question in there so some people can have a little bit of engagement in there too. So
is it over your face, Jay?
it's over
Or
my
to the
face.
side?
Hold on, let me see if I can
It's in
switch
your
this
face.
around here. There now.
Normally I'm on my computer.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it's just like that, and I'll just have to deal with it. That's okay. I'm not looking at me anyways, so.
No, but I had this working. It's funny when you just are using a different computer and suddenly it's oh, it's because I've got this thing here. Yeah, I'm seeing like I don't want to see words on your face. So anyway, getting into diversifying and making money and how people do it. I mean, you buy a stock, it's no different, I say, than someone betting on a game.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it is a calculated game for most parts, right? Ah, there we go. That's better. Like for the most part, when people are doing these things, it is kind of a calculated risk, right?
It is. But I mean, I know people that like my dad was in finance for years, had a financial company. And there are people that if you don't understand what you're investing in, don't invest in it.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's sort of like I know a guy who makes a pile of money sports betting. Like a pile. Like he'll make 40 grand in a weekend, then lose 30 next week and then gain 80. But he understands sports stats. He understands that stuff. I like tech. I would invest in tech and mining and all that stuff because I understand it.
Absolutely.
But people say I don't go into the stock market. Well, would you buy?
Well, good luck. Ticket? Don't you get mutual funds? Because if you're buying mutual funds or index funds or something, you're in the stock market. And that's the craziest thing is not everyone understands that. Or better yet, if they have a pension, you go, I don't want to do risky stocks. It's like you have a pension. Guess what? That's in the stock market.
Well, it's interesting though. Like you talk about pension, and again, my dad was in the financial game for years, and recently, I remember listening to this guy, and it made sense because, like, that would even say like some people just live too long, like they outlived what they had
they
available.
outlived their money. Yep.
And when people talk about their pension and retirement, it's wonderful if there's something there, but it is all based on risk and it's all invested. None of that's guaranteed.
Yep.
It can go. And do you know what the average lifespan is now, Jan? Roughly?
I think it was for women, I think it was 85 and men was like 83.
Right. So do you know when the age of when 65 became the golden number for retirement?
Oh God, I did, but that was industrial age. Anyways,
when the average lifespan was 70.
Exactly. So I mean, you weren't supposed to be living 20 years.
No.
There's a reason why there's a career called actuary. So they crunch these numbers to find out what they need to do to adapt.
Do. I mean, we had, if you have, a pension's a great thing, but you better be out of debt. You better have your house paid off.
Yeah.
Have everything, the nest egg done. But 70 was the average lifespan when they made the age 65. Yes, AC, it was 70. So you got 5 good years after you were done, and you had enough to live a good life for 5 years.
Well, the Canadian system is really built on like the 3 parts. Like you said, it's got your pension, right? Old age security and CPP, right?
Right.
It was really based around those 3 things. But nowadays, not a lot of people are getting like a defined benefits, where they're getting a defined contribution, but they're not getting a defined benefit plan. So it could be very variable in what they're going to be getting for that third leg.
Well, right. And then I turn another one on. You're right. And the thing is, when you have that, and there are variables like health and like what if you're not healthy? Oh, that's better. Right. You can kind of see me.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring a better camera next time.
Turn it off. Turn it off. We don't want to see you. It was better before.
Live from Aspen Grove Campground.
Yeah. Good morning.
We got Zilla, we got Tasha, AC.
People.
We're talking.
Ooh, a few people there.
Guess what? I'm gonna tell you something good while we're talking about bad things.
Ooh, shoot.
I got the email
Yeah.
from the Canadian Archives,
Oh, yeah.
Library Archives.
Yep. And
I am officially a author in the eyes of the Canadian government. They
there you
approved my
go.
manuscript, and I've got my ISBNs. So now just a little bit of formatting, and I it's legit. Like, here's the thing: I have to send them a physical copy of it once.
Okay, so you got to print it out.
Well, I can let it be available to the public, but I have to send them a physical copy, and then it goes into the Canadian Library Archives forever.
Does that need to be bound, or just or how do they want it?
It could be a paperback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a hardcover too, but I'm not going to. Who the hell buys a hardcover these days? Especially if anything that I wrote, Christ.
Well, I mean, special edition. I mean, it's probably going to be heavy, so you can throw it at someone, right?
We'll have to get a copy. Hey guys, it's it makes it legit. Anybody can, and it's great. Anybody can put something up on Amazon. You can have something print to Amazon, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's putting it on, put the words down on paper. But to get the archives to recognize that means it can go to Kohl's, Indigo, libraries, everything. So it gives me a little. I had to wait. Yeah, I had to wait. So
it was a few months, Sarah. Right? So it was a while.
Longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the cool. Fun thing that happened.
That's fun.
But it's been a few weeks. Oh God,
I'm literally
now. In bed.
You're a real live writer now.
I'm a real live writer, and I have another book in my head right now that I've been working on. It's nuts, and it has nothing to do with the first one.
Oh, that's good. That's good, because I mean,
sometimes first one is business.
Sometimes you gotta have a little fun with things too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I again, shout out to Chris next door for letting me use a Starlink to live stream. It's working, but I have to be in bed. This is like the worst OnlyFans ever.
It looks like a good OnlyFans. It's just like the cheap ass apartment there. Your fire.
This is how awkward.
You can have any chirping from the fire detector there, right?
We could the carbon monoxide carbon monoxide thing. But here's the thing: like, this is how awkward it would look if I had an OF page. Like, here we are.
Well, people, to be
anybody
fair,
want to see what's going on? No.
To be fair, nobody wants to see what your apartment looks like or your house looks like.
This is our camper. This is the bedroom, one of the bedrooms of the camper. So it's good. It's fun. But no, I think we're talking about, again, go back to, I've had a book in my head for.
Well, you
Zumba.
should write something.
You should write something because once it starts flowing, like, it was a lot of work. I rewrote mine 16 times, and I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking before I do the final edit, and it's done, but I got to format it a bit. But then I started thinking about, if you start thinking about your life, and my life isn't that interesting, but I dug deep into the psychology of the barbershops.
Yeah.
And
that's
over
a big thing.
1,000 years, they haven't changed. And it's what they call a third place. Have you ever heard of a third place?
I've heard that term. Yep.
Yeah. And the barbershop,
that place that isn't your home or your work, is that other place that you go to.
And it's never affected by work or home. And home isn't affected by the third place, neither is work.
But people don't have a third place anymore.
No. And it's rare. Like, Cheers would have been the best example of a third place.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Norm, Cliff, always there, right?
Or code switching. I have no idea what that is. You're talking in language that I don't understand. Code switching. That's the thing. I don't know.
Well, this is why people are putting like sheds in their backyard and turning into little Irish pubs and everything, right? To go there to hang out, just to get away.
Well, the she shed was a huge thing for a while because the guy would have his garage.
Yep.
And mom or the wife would do, and it was a she shed. I've seen some pretty schwanky she sheds.
Well, people are going to spend some money on their little domains, right? Well, I mean, so they should, right?
Look up code switching in professional places. I'm hanging on a laptop in a camper, but I will look that up. I am curious. But no, I think okay, let's get back to what we're going to talk about today. Money. I think
money. Like
money.
I mean, Elon Musk is going to do pretty good.
Elon Musk is going to do really good. And again, I commend anybody who makes a pile of money. I hope that everybody here in chat,
Dude,
everybody that watches this makes.
He has the potential to be the first trillionaire.
Do you know the difference between $1 million and $1 billion?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
$1 million. How do I do this? What do you think 1,000,000 seconds is? Don't type it. Don't look it up. Come on,
checking it out. Yeah.
Use your Asian superpower.
It's like a lot of years. It's
Stop typing.
Like 17 years or something.
Stop typing.
Right? I'm free. Jazz hands. You know what? 17 years. Or
1 million seconds.
Yeah.
1 million seconds is, I believe, 13 days.
Oh, it's really okay. I thought
Do you know what 1 million seconds is?
It's a lot more.
31 years.
31 years. Okay. Yeah.
31 years.
So how many is a trillion?
Just put that into context. That's beyond me.
How many is a trillion seconds? Okay. So
how many?
To give you an idea, just think with the passive development on that, like how much you're getting at 10% growth on the stock market if you had $1 trillion. Okay.
Yeah. You could almost retire.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
What's a
guess
trillion?
How many? Guess
seconds?
what trillion? So what's a billion? What do you say? A billion?
31 years.
Are you sure? I'm just. What's a billion? I'm just going to ask because I'm just going to double check the math because you're not Asian, so.
I'm not.
That's 31.7 years. Okay.
Oh, so I was off by 0.7 years. Imagine.
Yeah, you were wrong. So think about how much a trillion is going to be.
Did you say Wong?
That's a Wong number.
That's a Wong number.
It's a Wong number. Guess what a trillion seconds is? It's a billion, 31.7 years. Think what a trillion.
I'm guessing it's 900 years.
No, not even close. 31,688 years.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Like how many jazz hands in $1 trillion?
That's a lot. So actually, that's a good question. I should ask that, eh? So, so if you spent $100 a second, that's how many years. Oh God, you would never spend it fast enough. That's the problem, because if you had compounding interest, you could not spend it fast enough. You could be buying a planet every year, right?
You could.
Like that's crazy. Could $1 trillion buy a planet?
Well, planets are for sale, so that's
no, they're not. They're not. But I mean, hypothetically.
But if you added up all of the,
okay, so the calculated value of Earth is about 5 quadrillion.
So he's a little short.
He's a little short. He might need to go to a bank or something.
He's got a good down payment, though. Like if you said, listen,
down payment.
I've got
actually
$8
no,
trillion.
He doesn't. He does not have. Is that a good down payment? So, it is an incredible down payment. It says okay, so it's that's a 20% down. So that's fair. Okay, so he's going to get a good mortgage rate, eh? He's going to get a good rate. Yeah.
Can you imagine mortgaging the earth because you had enough to get a down payment? Like every bank is like, okay, we'll do it.
So, yes, I might have to pass this up to my superior to authorize it, but
I might have to get someone else to sign off on this one.
Yeah, they might pass the buck on that one a few times.
Oh, did you think that was a smoke detector?
Yes.
That's a speaker.
Oh, is that a speaker? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can get that raspy OnlyFans sound coming through from your viewers, right?
But when you talk about, we talk about people and times are lean, right? People are feeling the pinch, and we're in a bit of a recession. And everybody has the ability,
right? So I don't know what that means anymore. Technical.
2 quarters down means you're technically in a recession.
Technical recession.
Right. So
I think the whole world's in a recession.
They are. But here's the thing.
For the most part,
we've got the ability to make $1 is not hard.
Oh, and it has never been so easy to make money than nowadays.
Dude, did I tell you the gazebo story?
I didn't think we were going to talk about that one in public.
Let's just say I got a killer deal on gazebos because Home Depot screws up on their website a lot.
That's a good call.
And
yeah.
I bought a bunch of them and I sold them for still a steal of a deal for everybody that bought them.
Yeah.
And paid for my deck, paid for the gazebos that I kept, and a bottle of Malibu for Kelsey. You can flip things. Gazebos. I have two. We have three gazebos. We have two big ones, and then my barbecue gazebo.
So is that what is the plural of gazebos? Should it be something special? Yeah. So,
but
that's called leverage.
Yeah, if you can buy something for $1 and sell it for $5, and it's still a good deal because normally they're $7.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing,
right?
And kids are good at buying something. Like the kids want to learn how to flip things, and I said, well, go to a yard sale, find something that's possibly worth something, put it on eBay, and see what happens.
But they shouldn't even do that. They should just AI check it.
If you get $1 turn into $3.
Yeah, they could just use their phone.
Yeah,
AI check
you
it.
can do that actually.
Worth on eBay.
Yeah, then you buy it for $0.25 and you sell it for $1.
Right, and then you charge $15 shipping and handling, and you've made more. So I mean, like that's
but
smart.
People feel they're very limited. It is smart.
Well, okay, so I think the problem is we're in a culture of don't tell me what to do. I'm going to figure it out on my own, especially when it comes to money.
Okay. And how's that working out?
It doesn't work out at all for people. I mean, there's a reason why you shouldn't be the smartest person in the room.
Here's the thing. I am far too stupid to be smarter than anybody. And it keeps me up at night knowing that there are people dumber than me.
But you have a certain you have a special skill set. Like the movie Taken, right? What was that character's name, right? So fantastic.
Yeah.
Contract work is great, but payment is often at the end of work. Well, I would argue that anytime that it truly isn't good if you are having to do an hourly, right? The true secret is if you want wealth, you need to have some way to earn money when you're not working.
Well, I think that when you have contract work, I put that in the category of your kids are cutting grass in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
They cut the lawn, they get their $20. That's contract work.
Yep. Yes.
And if they can bang out 2 lawns an hour, if they can cut out 2 lawns an hour, they're making $40 an hour.
Yeah,
that's contract work, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hourly is of course very okay. Best friend, it's a troll. Yeah. So hourly, but you know that you will only make this much money that day. But if you hustle and you bang out three lawns that hour, you made 60.
Better. Yeah,
that's contract work, right?
So when it comes to business, like she said, business started waiting for payment, and that's normal. It's always been like that. It's been net 30, net 90, and that's been for God, I don't even beginning of time. It's been that. I was watching a show and they were talking about how they found some clay tablets from, I don't know, the guy's name was Ezekiel or something in Egypt, and he was complaining about one of his clients who hasn't paid his debt yet or hadn't paid the purchase price yet.
Yeah,
I was like, this isn't new. These are just common things.
But how different do you think people's spending habits would be if they still had debtors' prisons?
Oh well, that's a whole different thing. Absolutely would change, right? But how many people do you think are just racking up the debt and just counting on dying young?
Probably a lot. I mean, it's there, and we all deal with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Evan. No. So there you go, Evan. There's a great example of someone who has a business that he has a garage door business, which is again one of those jobs that nobody wants to do, nobody knows how to do, but he has a garage door business, and he would do contract work. He doesn't get paid by
dirty jobs are great.
For the job.
Dirty jobs are fantastic.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If you don't know how to do the work, you'll pay anything to have someone do it. And I mean, he's very reasonable, but the reality is I don't know what my plumber charges, but when I need him, I'm going to pay him whatever the hell he's charging.
Did I tell you my fridge story? Last year we bought a new fridge, and I'm going to. So last year we bought a fridge and it had to need to connect the water, right? For the ice maker.
Yeah.
That's simple. No problem. I slide in there.
Yeah, it's
I'm
one
trying to
line.
get in there. I can't get it to connect. Right? It will not connect. Okay. It's just for whatever reason. So you have two options at that point in time. Go out, buy all the tools and do it yourself poorly. Or just say, I'm going to bite the bullet and hire someone. So I hired somebody. It was like 120 bucks. 120 bucks for 10 minutes.
It was worth not having the headache.
Right? But I was like, wow.
Well, okay.
That was interesting. I need to do that more.
My dad used to tell me the story of the TV repairman. And back when they had such a thing as a TV repairman. And this lady calls up a TV repairman. And he comes to the house. He goes to the back of the TV. He turns the screw. The TV works. He says, that'll be $50.
Yeah.
She goes, you were only here for 2 minutes. She goes, all you did was turn the screw. He goes, yeah, but I knew which one to turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're paying for the expertise and the skill set, not
100%.
Necessarily the time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, when we opened our clinic, we didn't work on time.
No.
Like everything now is 1 hour massages, and it drives me a little bit mental. Okay. Because you're going to get the people who are just watching their clock, making sure they're getting every penny, right? And it's like, well, it's not supposed to be that way. It's actually supposed to be coming for the resolution for the problem.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's just some people don't operate that way. And a lot of therapists also don't operate that way. So it's what it is. So it could be worse.
People can charge what they want to charge, and there's nothing wrong with that. Exactly.
No.
But I do think that there's always a way to add
more value. Yeah.
Go ahead.
When I was young, I learned how to fix that. Oh, we got lag here, eh?
Yeah, just talk.
When I was young, I learned how to fix a walk-in cooler, the compressor unit. Okay. And it was partly because the repair guy kind of got tired of having to come fix it. Okay. Because it was a pretty regular thing. So he grabs me. He's like, come on, I'm going to teach you how to fix an air compressor. And I was like, I'm 16. Like, I have no idea what to do with this. Yeah. And he goes, nope, come on down. I'm going to show you exactly how to fix this. I'm like, okay. So we go down to the compressor and he goes, okay, this is how you fix it. Pass me a screwdriver. So I pass him the screwdriver. He takes it because you need a screwdriver. Okay. I said, well, what kind? Like Robertson, Phillips, flathead, what? And he goes, it doesn't matter. Whatever screwdriver will work. Okay, cool. You take the screwdriver and you hold the bit end of it and you start hitting it as hard as you can.
Seriously?
You hit the compressor as hard as you can. And sure enough, he does that 10 times or something like that, and it starts up. So what the hell? And he said, these old lines, they get kind of like bubbles that build up in it, and they just they interrupt the flow. You gotta smack it and get it circulating, and you're good to go.
So he told you this, so he didn't have to come back to do that, and so you could do it yourself.
Yeah, because he felt a little dumb. He felt a little dumb taking the money. Yeah, but also it's like I also don't want to keep coming over every week when it's just something stupid like that. It's like the same thing. We give people exercises so they don't come back. It's better for us.
Well, and that's the thing. Your dentist also tells you to floss so you don't have to come back.
That's the thing, right? Or brush your teeth, or really a lot of these things, right?
Right. We could do a lot of things that would have to come back.
Self-care is free, people. Self-care doesn't cost a lot of money. It just takes a little bit of effort.
And I did see a reel you put out yesterday or the day before about people not wanting to exercise because it's not fun.
Right. Yeah.
Everything sucks until you get good at it.
Right. And even then, I wouldn't say I enjoy going to the gym, but I'm not skipping in the door going, yay, this is like a vacation to me. So it's a purpose, it's a goal, and it's enjoyment. But it's very much different from jumping on a boat or something like that, right? It's just different.
I drag my ass out of bed every morning, and I am like a zombie until I get into the car and into the gym. Yep. So is it one of those things that I enjoy? It's part of my routine. It's discipline. It's just part of what you do. Yeah,
it's that stoic behavior of I know this is important and it's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And developing good habits, whether it's with your health or with your money or your spending or your buy or your earning. Tell you
Yeah.
what, if you're not making enough money in your job, you can always add another $100 to your week somehow. There's a way. There's
It
always a way.
is it is not hard. And now when I do talk to people, like money comes up all the time in the clinic, and it's interesting when I say, you could do make an extra $100, make an extra $200. There's lots of different ways to do it, and you
Yeah.
get a ton of resistance because it's usually out of their comfort zone. Okay, so the answer that a lot of people give is, well, I'm just going to cut my costs down. Okay, I'm going to spend less money. Sure, you are, but you're never going to get to prosperity through austerity, right? You're never going to save yourself into $1 million fund.
No. And if you can, like, what does success look like? Success to me looks like not having to look at your bank account to make sure your bills are paid. That's it.
It's
And
not
be able
having
to
that
enjoy
worry.
life. If you
Like
can
when
reduce
it
stress,
like I one of the things I looked at when it came to investing, like there's like different metrics I use, and like one of the big one that I use was tipping points. Okay, so when it's like say, like I would imagine you have investments, you have RSPs or whatever it might be, right? And RSPs have a maximum contribution you can use annually, right? So it's like 18% of your income. You
right?
can't put any more in. Okay, so when your
Right.
compounding growth is higher than that, you've hit a tipping point, and now you're getting some financial momentum. It's like rocket fuel.
But that's not a bad thing. People will stop at a point so they don't have to pay taxes on it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The whole point of it
Like,
is,
oh,
I get the whole, but it's like you can oversave yourself. You can all of a sudden you realize you've saved way too much money, and you're in a little bit of a crisis when you're in your 70s.
right. But I mean, you can. It's okay to pay taxes on stuff. It's
Yeah.
fine. That means you're making money.
Hey,
But
that's
I do
why we
think
have
that,
nice things.
you know what, I commend kids with lemonade stands because they're out there sweating their asses off, and they might make $15 that day.
But they're
I
gonna
wish
feel
that
so happy.
adults, well, I wish that adults still had that drive. Like, I'm going
I
to work my balls off and maybe make something, maybe not. No
Yeah.
guarantees. But the fact that you're out there doing it, you're going to
Yeah.
make something.
So the number of conversations I've had with people talking about money, and the fears and the frustrations about not making enough. Okay, this is a real
Yeah.
issue. And the commonality that I hear from a lot of people, the common thing is, well, I don't want to have to do something new. Okay, I just kind of want to keep doing what I'm doing, but make more money. It's like, well, then you need to be more valuable.
Yeah. Be super awesome at something.
Like there's no way your boss is gonna be like, oh, like, hey, you're pretty cool. I'll give you another 5 Gs every month. How's that sound? What do I
No,
need to
not
do?
going to happen.
Nothing. In fact, stay home more, please. I don't want you to stress yourself out. Like,
Yeah. I want to work less and make more money. That works. No,
but
I think
that's the reality of a lot of
it's
people. It's
everything.
they don't want they want security, but they don't want to have to take any risks.
Yeah. And it's the thing, you the golden handcuffs of retirement and pension. You have the, no matter what happens, I'm getting the same paycheck every 2 weeks, which is great. And sometimes I envy anybody who has a guaranteed paycheck. I think it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
But I mean, you're selling time for money, and that's fine. I think that there's always a way to increase your value to a position that you have the same qualifications as somebody else, but you're somehow worth more. You can do that. People can do it.
Right. Isn't it interesting how, people who have a stable income, right?
Uh-huh.
When they're working, like that's a good thing. You have security, right? This is
Mhm.
good, right? But then you get a little bit
Yep.
older, right? And you're like, oh, I'm on a fixed income. I can't do things. Guess what? We
You
all
chose
are.
that. We all are. I mean,
we're
you can
all on a fixed income.
of course. AC, your skills aren't valued or sought here. What is it you do? I thought you were. Oh, you do research. Put it up. I'm curious. But again, sometimes you got to go out of province. Like, I'll tell you right, Alberta, people are going to flock to Alberta, I'm sure. Like, there's opportunity everywhere. There's opportunity here.
People are. when I was like 18, 19, I had friends who were flocking out to Alberta because of the land of milk and honey, right? So they get out there
Yep.
and they start working. They come back and they're like, actually, minimum wage is lower than it is in Manitoba. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, it's because you're not the career that is successful. You have to choose the career
No,
that is dynamite, not just the one that you want to do at times, right?
I know people that moved to Alberta after graduation. They end up bartending
Yeah,
or going to BC and working at like a Starbucks.
yeah.
So
It's not going to be
I
much
mean,
different.
you're there.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But you know what? Keep yourself simple and humble, and don't buy shit you don't need. That's easy.
Have you heard of there is a metric that they use down in the States for determining whether we're in a recession or not? It's the
Okay.
stripper index. Okay.
Mm,
So they have
interesting.
strippers around Wall Street and such. Okay. And they
Yeah.
say that, and they are more reliable than the economists for determining if the system's in recession, because naturally the strippers are making less money and less tips and less crowds. So if the stockbrokers aren't going to the strippers and tossing them 20s, there's something wrong. Okay.
That makes sense.
And it's subconscious.
Dancers. They
It's
like to be
not
called
necessarily dancers. I'm sorry. They're human beings. They deserve our respect.
I would argue that a stripper is a stripper. I knew a girl that was a stripper, and she was like, "I'm a dancer." I'm like, "You're a stripper. Like,
Yeah.
get off of it." And she's like, "Well, yeah, I guess I am, but we like to be called dancers." I'm like, "Yeah, I like to be called a male model, but look at me, ain't happening."
But there's the thing. There are strippers, and then there are dancers. Like there are people who are like, "Holy jeez, like that was impressive." And then there's the ones who are
Okay.
like, "Did you really mean to do this for a career?"
Let me
Like,
correct you. For a lot of them, a stripper called themselves a dancer would be like me calling myself an actor.
Okay, that's fair.
I've
That's
been
fair.
in movies. Does not make me an actor.
That's fair.
Fair?
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, I think that it's people have to just play their cards close to their chest for a bit, ride out the storm a bit, don't do anything silly, don't get into debt, just kind of push through, and try to make a buck here and there. There's always a way. I'm telling you, you can find something cheap and sell it for more. You can get a second job. You can do that just to make up the difference. You can do it. Our pride keeps us from doing it.
That, and well, this little device really stops us, because it's like, well, I could go online, or I can go make money, or I can just sort of scroll and I'll feel a little better about myself, right?
I think when I got into this, like I've been very busy. Like this has been insane for work, and I've been busy with that and getting this stuff all done here at the campsite. And when my career was writing, I realized that if we produced more than we consumed, we're better. And that is true to scrolling on a cell phone. If you can produce more than you consume, so if you're making content, make more than you're watching. If you're earning money, make more money than you're spending.
Right. It really comes down to those simple things. It's like you're going to go into a deficit if you're not intelligent about it, if you're not smart about it. But social media has really told people to live a certain lifestyle, unfortunately, too, right? You deserve these sort of things. You deserve to live this way.
I don't believe that need for $100,000 truck. You can have one if you want to buy one, but it's not a need.
No.
Right. And I think that there's a lot of people that rely on the government to save them, which is insanity. Like they're not here to save you.
If that's the thing, the things you don't want to hear, we're from the government and we're here to help.
And again, if you rely on that, then best to you. But I think that you got to just be a little bit more realistic. Say, you know what, how do I get out of this? And you know who my favorite self-made people are? And it's crazy because there are huge business owners out there. If you had to guess what my favorite self-made people are, who do you think they are?
Teachers.
Nope. They're paid by their employees, and they work for somebody. I'm talking people that own their own business.
Yeah.
And it's a segment. It's a segment that is we forget about, but we need.
Right.
And to me, that is your greatest entrepreneur, I believe, on the planet.
Who is
Who
that?
do you think it is? Farmers.
That's fair. Yep.
You are
they were entrepreneuring before they were entrepreneurs.
Right. And you're at the mercy of Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Everything could go. Everything could go. Your input costs are insane.
You could argue they're the greatest gamblers.
They are the greatest gamblers, but we need them.
Yep.
And we used to farm. We were farmers back in the 80s, man. My great-grandparents, my grandparents, my dad, we were all farmers. And the farm went kaputski in the 80s. Like Dad's farm, everything gone. And it could have been the best thing that ever happened to us.
Realistically, you could still be struggling, right?
Yeah.
So
I'd still be north of Dauphin.
I say teachers because I saw a thing with Dave Ramsey, and according to the United States, the number one people who have the greatest wealth development tend to be teachers, mainly because they have that stable income. Okay. They have a good pension, but they have the summers off, so they get lots of time off to have something additional on their own, or whether it's recovery times, right? So those types of jobs where they have that stable income are big wealth builders too.
They can be, or they can be terrible with their money.
They can be, and a lot of
we need to get hats done. We need to go and do a hat thing.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I need a cowboy hat. Where can I get a cowboy hat?
Where can I get one that would fit me perfectly and just suit me?
Where can I get one that looks Asian?
How do you make an Asian cowboy hat?
I don't know, but there were Asians here. My grandfather and great-grandfather were here back then.
Are you talking about like a railroad building cap?
Yeah.
Hat?
Yeah. They wore cowboy hats for that sort of thing.
Greg, get creative. And Jay has to wear it.
Yeah. I'd wear that. Yeah. We should do that. We should do that sometime. That'd be fun. So here's a question for you. What is the average
we should do it, and
monthly cost? Go ahead. This is secondary. We'll talk about that first. We have to drop in sometime. There we go.
Oh, okay. So here's a shift that we're doing, because you can see how much of a shit show we have. We're doing the live streams. We're gonna do the live. We are gonna do a straight up podcast where it'll just live on forever. So I think we should do a static podcast at the hat
we'll set up
place at Countdown.
We can chat through, see what a hat costs and everything, and you can build it there. Right then and there for us. That'd be cool.
Oh, how long does it take to make a hat? It's got to be a process. Well,
you gotta
and they're not giving them away. So I mean, we'll buy hats.
No,
why not?
No, of course you gotta pay
hats
for it. I mean, which is fine. I'm good with that.
Of course. I think
I'm not looking for I'm not looking for freebies. I'm looking just for fun experiences here.
Fun experience, and let's support the people that hang out and watch us do our shit. But I think if we did one there, we'd have to get a cab. And it'd have to be... we could do it during the day. Why not?
Yeah. What would we drink there?
We have our own schedule.
We'd have to have Greg and Jocelyn on the show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
30 minutes to an hour each.
Only 30 minutes to an hour?
That's okay. We talk longer than that every time.
We could do that. We could talk bullshit all the and yeah, I want to do that. I think we should do it. And we'll do it as we could technically have it live streaming while we're recording our podcast. We'll figure it out. But I think it'd be cool, and it'd be something really good to have out there.
Anyways, so mine's on YouTube anyways.
Yeah, they sit on YouTube forever. But we are going to do it as a standalone, so we don't have to do the whole.
I believe this would be a write-off too,
somewhere
right?
at a certain
promotional.
Time.
We could spend it on a promotional write-off as well, right? So
we could. So did I tell you? I told you that our son got his first job, right?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, that's great.
That's
going to work,
and
he's going to work. He's going to hate that job, and he's going to love that job. He's going to have all the emotions.
And you know what? I told his boss. I said, "Listen, if he's shit, you fire him.
Yeah,
no slacking, no bullshit. And if you have to talk to him, talk to him. He's not made out of sugar. He's fine. So I think it's awesome that he's going to be working. And it's funny, I was dropping him off to school the other day, and he goes, Dad, can I open up another bank account? I go, for what? He goes, well, I want to start putting money away for my first car. I'm like, dude, you're 12. But yeah, absolutely.
That's smart. So what are you going to do
Put
when
it
they're
away.
old enough to get a vehicle?
They're going to have to buy a car.
Yeah. Are they going to get a loan for it or something?
I will contribute whatever they save up.
Yeah.
What's that?
So would you make them get a loan?
They will. No. You're not financing a first car. Your first car should be a reliable shitbox.
Can you get a reliable shitbox now?
I can find one. I know people. But
can you get one that's safety for under 15 grand?
Of course you can.
I don't know these things. I don't know. Like, that's the problem, right?
That's because you only drive Hondas that have warranty.
Well, yeah, that's why. Like, my daughter's doing the same thing too with her job. She's saving money because when she's old enough, I'm going to sell her my car.
I'm probably going to sell Gage my Fusion.
That's fair. But I think that's really a good option.
You will have to have half
yep.
of what it's worth, and I will contribute the rest.
Great.
But I will never give a kid a car. Not going to happen. Not a chance.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Like,
yeah.
That's a horrible idea.
Well, you got to remember, there are parents giving kids the keys to the kingdom for a lot of things right now, and it's insane. Like, we go to the social media part of it, where a kid's got a $1,500 smartphone in their pocket, has never earned a dime in their life.
Yeah.
And they're cruising social media, which they shouldn't be. Like, our kids have asked, Gage asked, can I have Snapchat? I'm like, no, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Why? Because I said so. That's the end of the conversation. The end.
Yeah.
But no one wants to say no.
There's no negotiation here. This no means no.
Yeah, I don't negotiate with terrorists. Nobody does.
Exactly. Right?
So I think having boundaries.
He's got a phone now? He's got Snapchat and everything? Or he is social?
No socials. But here's what happened. They had a flip phone.
Yes.
Because we didn't have. Okay, so I bought a flip phone for the kid.
Totally fair.
Well, they gave up his money and he bought an electric bike. And
that's good.
Kelsey wanted to be able to track, like do the tracking where they are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So you can't do that on the flip phone. So we had our previous phones and we were like, okay, put them up. And actually the better deal to get with that, do not put your kid on a plan. If you go on like the burner phone plan,
right,
it's $25 a month, unlimited talk and text with 20 gigs of data.
That's not bad. Yeah.
It just comes off your credit card every month and it's $25. But we got this Life 360. So you know exactly where they are.
Yeah.
That's why they have it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a couple questions. First of all, like, we didn't do a pay-as-you-go. We did $40 a month. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same plan. I just pay $25. Yeah. So
I'm an asshole. I make my daughter pay for it.
Well, that's going to come. But this wasn't them asking for it. Yeah. This was
she's also 14. My daughter's 14. She's a little bit older.
Yeah, she can pay for it.
So, second question. Okay. You have it so you know where your kid is. How would you feel with that when you were 14? Right?
It was never concerned. My parents didn't give a shit where I was when I was 14.
But I wouldn't be okay with it.
No, I wouldn't, but it wasn't my choice.
No, exactly. But I would be not saying it was. All I'm saying is there is, I hate to say you have to trust your kids a little bit, right? I'm not saying you're wrong, okay?
Oh no, I trust.
I'm just thinking about it when I was young. It's like, I trust my kids to do a minimal amount of stupid shit.
You can't prevent them from doing something stupid just by knowing where they are, right? And exactly. Is it cool? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like at the fair, so easy to find them.
Right?
Like it was. Which way am I looking?
It's just like
it's that
right
way.
There. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So here,
do I think it's necessary?
Like today?
Yeah.
Today, my youngest went to the mall with her friends, and she goes, "No adults." Okay, she's 11.
Sure.
She's like, "I want to go with my friends. No adults." And I was like, oh, I want to bug you. Thought I'd come with you, try some clothes for you. It's like, God, Dad, no. I'm like, no, I don't want to be a part of that, right? So, I mean, that's great. My wife finds out that they want to do pranks.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, well,
Okay.
this will be interesting. So she said, no, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. They will kick you out of the mall. And she told them, don't do these things. You probably get in trouble, right? And my only response was, okay, I'll get the bail money ready. Right? Because now we know who the shit disturber is.
Right. And here's the thing. Do I expect them to do something dumb? Yes. Do I think that it's a neat tool? I guess it's there.
It's useful. It's necessary nowadays. No. I would argue when you get to a certain age, it does get to be necessary. I think could you go without it? You probably could, but there's no payphones anywhere.
No, there isn't. And I think that, could you imagine if your parents had that during like pit parties?
Oh, no, I don't want to think about that.
Where are they? Oh, they're in the east end of town. Why? I don't know. They're probably.
What are they doing over in the east end? They're in the middle. Why are they up behind the mental hospital? What's going on up there, right?
Everything good. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just leave them.
No, I think that
there's no police reports or police bulletins, so it's probably okay.
Right. Do I trust them? Yes. Do I trust? Here's the thing. When we were kids, nobody would jump a 10-year-old and take their wallet.
No.
And that's where I see the safety factor of it. Because let's face it, there's a lot more shitty people doing shitty things to really young people than has ever been in the history of forever. Yep. So there's that.
I agree. Okay, here's a story. And I was off and on whether I wanted to post this on social media. Okay. Because I know I could do it. I can do it on live, but if I posted it as a story or reel, I know I would get flambéed for it. Okay.
Okay. Say it.
So in April, we went to Mexico.
Yep.
Okay. So what do you do before you go to Mexico? You get vaccinated.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want
Twinrx shots.
You don't want exactly. You don't want you get your Twinrx shots. Okay. So I'm down over at Prairie Mountain Health getting it done at the public health center in the town center. Okay. Key Point Town Center. Okay.
Right.
So Key Point. So I'm in there and I'm paying for it. Okay. So I get the shot. I'm in there. I'm chatting to the nurse and everything, and I'm paying for it. So it's $100 to get the shot administered. Okay. Right. And I'm a good citizen. Okay. I'm paying money so that I don't get sick because I want to be a productive member of society. Okay. It's fair.
Of course.
While I'm standing there paying for it with the debit machine, that $100. Okay. The guy comes up behind me, reaches over beside me, grabs a couple needles and a meth pipe. Okay. So he can go get high, and they're free and they're provided, and walks away. And I was like, I can't help but really be curious about this, about, this thing. It's a dichotomy of I'm paying money to be healthy, but he's getting unhealthy things for free.
Well, do I think that there's any such thing as safe drugs? No. Do I think that people are making bad choices? Yes. Do I believe that there's addiction? Absolutely.
Totally.
Do I think that promoting the use of it is healthy? No. Who is it that's running for governor of California right now? He was a reality show star.
I don't know.
One time.
Hold on, I'll check.
Or maybe something like that.
Mayor of LA. Oh, for governor of California.
For governor of California, he is Spencer Pratt.
Gavin Newsom is a current.
Yep.
Oh, it can't be for the governor because you've got Steve Hilton.
No, it is Spencer Pratt that's running.
Okay.
And Spencer Pratt was, I forget what what reality show he was on, but
Okay,
they
hold
have
on. I'm finding out here. The Hills, from the Hills.
right. So they have the housing problem for the people that are. LA mayor was
He
Spencer Pratt,
finished
mayor of LA.
third. Yeah, he finished third.
Right. So Spencer Pratt made a good point. He said, because they're talking about people that are homeless and people addicted to drugs. And he said, instead of giving them a place to live for them to trash,
Yeah.
you get clean and we'll get you a place to live.
It's fair, yeah.
To me, makes a lot of sense. So show us that you want to be better and we will help you be better and have a better life.
It's pretty clear that
And
harm,
I think there has to be
harm reduction isn't
there has to be a
isn't working.
process. Of course it's not.
Yes,
Of
exactly.
course it's not. It's not a it's all those things where, like, if I was drinking a lot and you just said, here's some booze to help you through the day so you can go to work, that's not helping me.
Yeah.
Again, addiction's a bitch. Problems are many. And we have issues that people ignore that he absolutely is, right? What's June?
June, yeah, it's men's suicide month, mental health.
Right.
Mental health month.
Nobody gives a shit.
It's like, also Pride Month.
It is. One overshadows the other. And again, it's
75% of all suicides are men. 75%.
Yeah, it's one every 13 minutes in Canada. And nobody cares. It comes and it goes, and it'll be gone before you think about it. It doesn't make the news. You don't see it anywhere. You don't see businesses, promoting it. Yep. And I think that we are on some very heavy topics because nobody gives a shit if a guy puts a gun in his mouth. Let's be right. Let's be fair.
No, unfortunately,
they really don't. Only dogs and children get unconditional love.
People are starting to. I will say that I have noticed this year there have been more male and female promoters, like influencers, who are talking about this and starting to put some awareness out. So, like, this is a good thing. It is very much a good thing, but it absolutely does get overshadowed because it doesn't garnish the sympathy or the funding for various areas to help promote any awareness.
But not the sympathy. That doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't get the fanfare.
No, it doesn't get the fanfare. It doesn't get the glory. It doesn't get the excitement. I mean, even Movember. Remember what a big deal Movember was, right? And now it's kind of,
it was for prostate cancer.
A little bit for prostate cancer. Like, that's good. And now they've kind of really started phasing and shifting around towards mental health. And statistically, there's been information about coming out that they're actually helping more women than they are men with their funding, which is just a very confusing thing.
Pop quiz: what color is the ribbon for breast cancer?
Oh, is it pink?
Yeah. What color is the prostate cancer?
Prostate cancer. I don't know. I thought it was a mustache.
Nobody does. No, there probably was one, but again, no one's changed the profile picture for it.
Let's also talk about the fact that it's quite simply performative more than anything. It doesn't cost you anything to be like, hey, I support this, but it doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't have any metric whatsoever.
No. Oh, hang on. I got to plug my laptop. Keep talking. I got to plug my laptop in. Hang on.
Oh, you're rolling away. There we go. Okay. Polar Bear. Polar Bear. Hi, Tails Dad. Yes. Don't mind him. He rolled away for a second. So
I'm literally doing this from a camper on a bed.
That's okay. What kind of camper is that anyways?
It's a Keystone Cougar fifth wheel.
Okay. So it's not
so we have our bedroom 28 feet.
Like 2 bedrooms.
So we got kids have a bunk room in the back and we have our bedroom in the front. And it's pretty comfy.
So here's the crazy thing. The fact that you can actually finance a camper over 25 years.
Yeah, you can amortize it like a house. Which is
basically
nuts.
You pay for it more than twice if you buy it with those terms. Oh,
Good.
hey, there you are. You're back.
Yeah. Yeah. So you
And I
can,
mean, whatever. I mean,
however,
if that's what you want to do, go for it. I don't care, right? It's just, to me, it's like, wow, that's a bit, you know.
yeah, but you can amortize a cabin over 25 years on land
You
that you
could.
don't own.
Well, okay, so there's an interesting thing that's coming up that's with Clear Lake, right? If you really think about it.
What's
Okay.
going on?
Well, if you look at it, this will probably rile people up. Airbnbs were really prevented from working in the park. Okay. And it's understandable. Okay.
It's a resort town.
It's a resort town. It's federal land. It's lease. It goes against the terms of use. So I absolutely get it. So, right. It doesn't
You're
work that way.
subletting land without.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You can't put your face on the camper right off the camper. You'd only be able to right off the decal. But like, it's a good thought.
Right.
So the thing is, like, some of the biggest advocates against Airbnb was the retiree, the baby boomer generation. Okay.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but they were the big advocates, the big ones. Okay. Because they want to enjoy the retirement, and nobody can fault that. Okay. I get that. Nobody wants to be beside a 19-year-old partying every freaking weekend, right? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, but if your neighbors had 19-year-olds and they own the cabin, you can't bitch about it.
There's the thing, right? So now the problem is, okay, with the rising cost of the real estate in the park, and you've seen the cost, eventually when these people want to retire, move out of the cabins, move back to more healthcare centric living, okay, and they're trying to sell their cabin for $700,000-800,000, who's going to buy a piece of land that is only has 5 years left on their lease for $800,000?
They're not.
Guess what, guys? You're stuck with it. Have at it.
They'll be passed down. that'll be the biggest shift in wealth will happen in the next 15 years.
I agree with that. But not all the kids want that. Not all the kids want to deal with this thing, right? Especially if you take boats away.
Dude, there are people that are banking on
it. There absolutely are. But now you take away the boats, right? Okay. Now there's fewer people. That will affect a lot of people too. Now, we don't like to think that really small thing like boats is going to be affecting the real estate market, but it creates a lot of uncertainty. And if you take boats away, there are people who want to enjoy the motorboat.
Well, you're right, but I mean, it's a small percentage that have them. It would be roughly 10% of the people that are there.
That's fair.
Yep. So there's that. It's not a large amount. We have a boat, and I don't know if I'm even going to bring it out here this year. I might. It's a pain in the ass, man. It's a pain in the ass. You're going to blow through.
It's one of those things that you look at it every day. Like, I look at my boat out front right now because we got it parked in front of the house until we can get serviced. And it's like, man, like, that's going to be costly. But then, you get on it for a couple days and you're like, that was worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, you're going to burn through $150 worth of gas in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your motorcycle though, right? Yeah. I put gas in. Guess how much it costs to fill my motorcycle?
$20.
Yeah, it was $19.
Of course. Hey. You know how much it is to fill my motorcycle?
No idea. Like probably 35.
It's 40, but I only bought premium on them.
Yeah, I only put 40, $45. About $19 premium. You got a big tank though.
But here's the thing.
You can get to Winnipeg pretty easy though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, when I go to Winnipeg, I'm coasting in on fumes.
Oh yeah. No, I'm good. But it's a bigger bike, and it is what it is. But no, I think
you're gonna get that out. You're gonna get that out yet, or what?
I need to. I haven't had time to go and get it. I have to go get it from the farm, take it in, get that stator put in, and then ride it.
That's a pain. Yeah, that's a pain.
It is what it is. But no, I think that I do believe that everybody has the opportunity to stretch it a bit, to earn a little bit more, and budget. I think it's important to teach your kids that. To say, listen, you don't spend everything. Just put a little bit away. The fact that Gage asked me if he could have another bank account was impressive as shit. So
that is good. That's really good.
I think we should.
I wish we could open an investment account. I mean, you could do one in trust, but it's not the same.
It's not quite the same. But again, are they going to make much money in their young years? Not really. But they put $50 here, $100 there, it all adds up.
It does. So my daughter, because she's working for my company, right?
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah. And she's enjoying having money. She's never really had money before. Okay. Like, a little bit, but not really having money. So she's having a lot of fun hanging out with her friends because they can go to like 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee whenever they want, that sort of thing. Right. And part of me was like, frick, I really want to make sure she's kind of gagged on how much she can spend. But on the other hand, I don't want to. I want her to start realizing that herself. Okay. So on the weekend, 2 weekends ago, we were at Clear Lake for the day, or 2 days. And she was really worried because she wanted to buy some books at the bookstore. Okay. At Poor Michael's. Sure. And she was like, I don't know if I have enough money. Like, did you spend all of your money already? She's like, I don't know. I just really don't. I haven't checked for a while to see how much money I have. So I was like, well, it's up to you. You can buy all these books if you want, but I don't know how much money you have, and I can't even check. So she was humming and hawing, and she decided she was going to get the books.
Huge proponent of when the kids want to spend money out of their account, I have them go and take the cash out. Because I need them to physically see the cash leave their hand.
Yes.
Then they know what they got left.
I agree.
If something on Amazon, we're going to go to the bank. You're going to go get the cash. Yeah, we're going to go to the store. You're going to buy an Amazon gift card for the amount that you're going to spend. And then that money's gone.
Yeah. I think that's good habits.
It's just more real, right?
And I completely agree with this, right? I agree that is a fantastic way to do it. In this instance, I didn't plan ahead of time because we didn't really plan on going to the lake. Right? So it was like kind of a last minute thing.
Right.
So I was like, well, it's up to you. You have a debit card, figure out what you want to do. So she decided, okay, I'm gonna buy the books. I don't know how much I have. I'm talking to Ange, and Ange's like, she's good. Don't worry about it. Like, she has tons of money in there. She doesn't spend very much. Yeah. Like, okay, that's good. I want her to spend some money, but also feel the pain of spending it too, right?
And here's the funny thing: the one thing that we're slightly different, that if there's one thing that I will just pay for, it's a book. If they want a book, I'll buy the book. Like, I am down. If it's a book, I'll buy the book. But again, if it's a hobby and she has a series she's reading, I mean, it's no longer just buying a book to be a better reader. That's her thing. I am excited though that Sunrise Records is opening up in Brandon.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm still kicking myself.
This could be expensive for you.
It's going to be expensive for me, but here's the thing about me being a cheap ass Ukrainian. There's a record I have wanted to buy. Did I lose you for a second?
Yep.
Did I lose you
there? Okay. I'm still here though.
So here's me being a cheap ass Ukrainian. I'm in the woods, man. But there's a record that I wanted to buy for a while. Okay.
Yep.
And
which one?
It was on Amazon, and the Lost Boys soundtrack.
Let me guess. I was gonna say Lost Boys. I bet
it is. So
of course it is.
I could have bought it on Amazon, and then it was gone, and I could only buy it for like $280. I'm not paying that for a record.
That's a lot.
And now it's back on. Right, and now it's back on Amazon. It's like $58, and they have like a smoked red edition. And I'm looking at it, and the same. The vinyl is it's smoky red.
That's cool.
Do I want to buy it? Yes. However,
yes,
I'm still that cheap ass Ukrainian thinking I'm gonna find that at a record sale one day, and I want to buy it there.
No, you're not.
I know, but I can't get myself.
How much was it
to buy it right now?
Yeah,
it's on Amazon. I can buy it for 55. I can buy it for $55.
But just go to a garage sale tomorrow and make $55. Being an example to your kids. You just take your kids garage sailing, right?
We could, but that's in my mind. I'm like, I could probably find it at a record sale. You know what's going to happen? Another year is going to go by, and I won't buy the damn thing.
Yeah,
but I could live without it clearly because I would have just put it in my.
You should just get it.
But I bought Hootie the Blowfish on vinyl because I just wanted to have it.
That'd be good. Vinyl does sound better.
What's that?
Vinyl always sounds better.
You can't skip tracks. You got to sit there and listen to it. get up and flip it. It's you actually enjoy the music because you're just sitting there enjoying a record. And I play them in the barbershop all the time. I sit there and just put something on.
Yep.
But I buy, like, could you imagine if I worked at a record shop? I would totally work that record shop for like a day a week if I had the time.
Wouldn't you? That would be a terrible idea because you would never, you'd have to give them a paycheck.
Oh, for sure. But I mean,
it'd be like, okay, you made $200 for your paycheck, but you owe us $5.
Right. And my problem is I'm the guy that'd be too honest. Like, how's this record? I'm like, it's shit. Like, should I have this one? Like someone getting into collecting vinyl, they're gonna have to make sure they have Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. They're gonna have Fleetwood Mac. I'm like, you don't really need them. They're not that great. They're okay.
Yeah, and
buy the shit you
really
listen to.
like collections. Exactly, collections should be what do I want, and not the necessary things that are determined by some sort of omnipotent group of collectors, right?
Dude, I've got Linkin Park on vinyl.
Oh, that'd be good,
right? Like,
I love
buy
Linkin
the shit
Park.
you listen to.
I'd love to go see Linkin Park. Like, are they performing still? Like they did last year, but like I don't know if they have anything this year.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Probably.
Beatles
They have
are
a new
not
lead singer.
overrated.
It's a woman, and apparently she's good.
Do you look at Linkin Park or look at the Beatles? The amount of time they actually spent as a group together is minuscule compared to the modern day groups, but the cultural impact they had was ridiculous.
Well, because they brought in rock and roll from the UK that was unheard of. No one had ever seen anything like it.
So so Linkin Park right now is they're in a European circuit. Right now they're in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in Donington Park Circuit. So where are they? Else then they're going to be in Spain, Switzerland, Portugal. You want to go see Linkin Park in Switzerland?
Yeah, totally. Hey,
I don't see that's a negative thing at all.
Since we're going to argue with Evan for a second about the Beatles.
Yeah.
The Beatles were, I would go Beatles, Elvis, Zeppelin, Michael Jackson, like the people that changed music history. And that's why they were big. Because they're unlike anything else.
They were fucking serious. Like, that's the thing. The amount of grind work they did in low-key bars and places was insane. Like, they did such... Well, some of them do, not all of them. Like, they did Hamburg, Germany. Like, they just worked like night after night after night, just refining their skills. And then all of a sudden they came out and they were like revolutionary band.
Who do you think that was the most? Here's a trivia. Who do you think was the most revolutionary artist of the 90s?
Oh, it's definitely going to be. That's interesting. Revolutionary in which sense? Because you could say Nirvana. You could, because that whole grunge community was a fantastic, profound change. Okay, so like there's a
grunge was big.
Yeah, but then you can also take a look at some of the other areas. Some of the other areas in the 90s were pretty profound too. So you look at Prince. You look at what Elton John was doing even in the 90s was pretty huge, right? You can look at Michael Jackson. What was doing in the 90s was huge.
Sure.
You can look at Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic. Okay.
Nirvana was. I'll say this: Nirvana was one of the most overrated bands in the 90s, and I was a grunge guy.
Right.
I was Soundgarden all the way. I was Pearl Jam all the way. Nirvana was okay.
I was Nirvana. I liked Pearl Jam. I really liked. Soundgarden was a little hit or miss for me.
And I believe also that Foo Fighters is a better band than Nirvana could have ever been.
I would 100% agree with that. Now, do you want to talk about maybe the rap community? Because rap was transformative.
Transformative, but who made the biggest impact on music in the 90s?
I couldn't say.
It's a single singer, one singer.
Okay.
Captain Beefheart. Garth Brooks.
That's fair. That is fair because he completely revolutionized and went genre to genre with his music. and completely
Well, he brought
changed
country
his
back.
persona
He brought
and
country
identity.
back to the mainstream.
But then he went R&B, which is really crazy.
Oh, for one album.
But
Garth Brooks,
to get someone to come off and do that is pretty intense.
right? But what he did was he brought everybody was listening to Garth Brooks. It was on the pop charts. It was on the country charts, and he dominated. He had shows that he based on Kiss concerts. He brought country back. That's how you end up with Brooks and Dunn, Keith Urban, all the music you're listening to now is thanks to him bringing country back because nobody was listening to country.
That's fair.
In the early 90s, it was Waylon was back here, Johnny Cash was back here, and then we were listening to rap and pop and rock and all that. And then somehow Garth Brooks came in and brought country to the mainstream, and people that would never listen to country were suddenly listening to country. So
brought out modern country as opposed to Western. You could also really say Oasis.
Oasis brought a bit more British flair into our libraries.
Like Oasis was really fucking big everywhere except for like Canada, really. Like they were pretty freaking huge back in the day. We only heard Wonderwall, but huge amount of stuff that went on.
Well, there's in different countries they're going to be bigger. Like David Hasselhoff was huge in Germany.
Well, you could take the Ventures back in the day, 70s and 80s. They're big in Japan. You know, I mean, that's where the phrase "big in Japan" came from, right?
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, they were huge for the surfer rock. It was huge.
Oh, that's true. And Tasha makes it. I was a big Smashing Pumpkins fan. Siamese Dream was such a good album.
You know, I was listening to an interview with them, and they were talking about how they witnessed the end of like that whole rock genre, and when everything moved to pop and R&B, and they said they don't even know why it was, but they think it was some sort of psyop to change culture because everything went to pop music. Back then, like Smashing Pumpkins was fucking huge, right? They were a big deal, and then they were just gone, right? They didn't get the airplay.
They fell off. But we also had bands that, like, I'm a huge White Stripes fan, and so many people hated the White Stripes.
Right.
Like,
I think they're a great band.
I saw them in Winnipeg.
Yeah,
they were just different and cool. Oh, Pearl Jam, Queens of the Stone Age, they were a good band too.
Yeah.
Like we had really good music.
Stone Temple Pilots were great as well. I really like Stone Temple Pilots.
STP were fantastic.
Yeah, they were
and
great.
Soundgarden, Chris Cornell. That guy could hold a note for like 20 minutes, and he was
ridiculous.
Yeah, and my one big regret for not seeing musicians, I regret two. One, not seeing the Beastie Boys before one of their members died.
Yeah,
because I would still see the Beastie Boys if I could, and not seeing Chris Cornell when he did a acoustic tour, and he was at the Burt, and I missed it because I had something else going on.
Oh, that's crazy. Like there's a lot of regrets like that. I really would have liked to see Linkin Park. Okay, Foo Fighters, fantastic. I never really jumped into the Foo Fighters for so long, but I liked Grohl, being an amazing drummer, right? Yeah, just an amazing performer as a whole. That would have been fantastic to see.
And an amazing, and he's an amazing performer. I saw him in Winnipeg, and I loved it. That's the only concert I said I'd go and see again. Right. And then I had tickets to go see them again, and then their drummer died, so that didn't happen.
That's fair. So you got Our Lady Peace. Our Lady Peace did Rock in the Fields for a few years. I wish I went to that.
Yep.
That would have been cool.
Fun fact, remember Krevko Pools and Spas?
Yeah.
Well, Chantal Kreviazuk, that's her daddy.
Oh yeah, you get. I mean, there's a local Winnipeg girl right there, right? So she doesn't get enough airplay,
right?
She did,
and
the
she
Canadian.
Though. Yeah.
Who'd she marry?
But there's a lot of good stuff that we had back in the day.
Yeah. Who did she marry?
But hey, I think we're gonna wrap it up, dude. My connection's getting really shitty. So
yeah, for sure.
Guys, have fun, enjoy, have a good weekend. Hopefully the sun comes out. It's pretty cloudy outside the camper, but I'm hoping that's going to get better. I'm sorry that I'm not in my studio setting, but as long as I don't sound like shit.
Get out there and make $50 this weekend. Just do that.
Get out there and make $50. I mean, not the old-fashioned way, but there's other ways to do it.
There's lots of old-fashioned ways that aren't acceptable, but
There's a lot
some
of
that are
old-fashioned
more
ways to do it.
acceptable now too, right? So,
Right? Okay,
go
guys.
to garage sale.
Go to garage sale.
Perfect.
Hey,
have a good night, guys.
Thank you guys for hopping on. It's been a few weeks. We're going to get ourselves more. And next week's talking. I am hosting the Little Valley Jamboree again in Erickson. So come out there. I'll be there all day Saturday till like 1 a.m.
You should get a camera set up for your talking.
Do that.
Yeah, you could do that probably. That'd be good.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I have to get a camera person.
I know if you guys.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I knew if you guys do. Okay, guys.
Have a good weekend.
Have an awesome weekend. Thank you for hopping on. And sorry about I don't know if I sound good or.
Just get some chirping. I can't chirp loud enough for a smoke detector. Good stuff. Take care, guys.
Hey, guys. Cheers.